Hello fellow guitarists and welcome to Justin Brown Guitar. This channel has a lot of information in regards to playing the guitar, and I do apologise for not posting very much recently. This is aimed at sort of, I guess, the slightly more advanced kind of player. This is going to be in the key of E, and it's going to be a blues composition. So let's listen to the actual composition first of all, and we'll jump straight into the lesson. Okay, so the first part of this composition is with your right hand playing the low E. Now what we're going to do with our right hand is we want to mute these notes because we really want to get the sense of a bass playing through this center, through the center of the composition. So we're going to play the low E followed by high E, and that's going to be with your third finger on the 7th fret of the high E. Okay, so third finger on the 7th fret of the high E, followed by a percussive hit, and it's going to sound like this. Okay. As soon as we've played that, we're going to play a pull off from the 8th to the 5th fret of the B string with our middle finger on our right hand. So we've got that. So we've got. Then what we're going to do after we've played the pull off, we're going to go to the 7th fret of the G string with our third finger. So we're going to play this. Okay. Then we're going to go to the 5th fret of the B string with our index finger already in place, our first finger already in place. So we've got this. And we're going to play another percussive hit. So we've got. Okay. And then what we're going to do is going to go to this particular shape. Okay. And that is sort of, I guess, similar to the top of a D, where we've got our first finger on the 4th fret of the G, our third finger on the 5th fret of the B. Okay. So those two notes, first on the 4th of the G, third on the 5th of the B, and we've got this. Now what we're going to do before we play this, as you've just heard, is another hit, but we're going to play a open E before it, and then we're going to pluck both of those notes. Let's just rewind. So we've got hit, low E, then them two notes. So we've got a hit, low E, those two notes, okay? So which is the G and the B. So really slowly, it's this so far. Okay, and up to speed it is. And what we're going to do is after that, we're going to go to this. So it's the same first section, except we're going to end with a different ending. So the same first part as what we've just played, with the 7 to the 5. But then what we're going to do is we're going to bend on the 7th of the B string, release, and open high E. So we've got this. So let me play that section really slowly. So this is the second part. We've got. And I'll just play that all together with the first part. We've got this. one more time, even slower. And then we're just going to repeat the same first section again. So we've got and then on the fourth part of it, we're going to go to this. So as you can probably see, the parts that remain the same are this. That part, okay? So in the last section, all we've got to do is slide up to the 12th fret of the B and then to the 10th fret of the high E. So we've got, so it's a slide from the, well, basically from lower down up to the 12th fret of the B to the 10th fret of the high E. Okay? So that last part is this. So I'll play everything all together, okay? So we've got okay, so that is the very first part of this composition played, which is in E. Then we're going to go through to the A. So this is the A, guys. We've got this, which is basically so this part basically is with the A played with your thumb. Okay, so that is basically muted. And then we're going to play D, G and B together at once. So we've got this. And followed by a percussive hit. So we've got thumb on the A, these three together with your first, second and third finger in your right hand. That is a D, G and B. Followed by a hit. So we've got this part. So this part where we're breaking it down, the notes, we've got A, D, G and the B together. Back to the D. So we've got A, D, G and B, D. Then what we're gonna actually do is we're gonna bring our forefinger up to the 8th fret of the B. So you've got so this part is this. So the first part we've got same format. We've got the A, the D, and we're reaching up, as I say, to the 8th fret of the B string. We're playing that with the G. So we've got okay, and then we're just going to go down one fret to the 7th fret of the B, and we're going to play the G and the B. So what we're going to do is after that we're going to play this, which is basically with the 7th fret with your forefinger on the 7th fret of the B. I'm going to play A, D, G and B and slide back up. So we've got 7, 8. So we've got okay. So that last part is okay, so it's A, D, G and B, slide up one. And that's playing these two notes, okay? And then we're going to go back to the first section, so you've got so when we get to this part, we're going to play, and and that's a hammer on from the 5th fret to the 7th fret of the low E with an open G. So we've got this. Hammer on, 5 to 7, open G. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go to the B. We're going to play this basically with a bar at the 7th fret with your first finger. Your middle finger is going to be in the 8th fret of the G, and your little finger, your fourth finger, is going to be in the 10th fret of the B. And we've got this. So we've got open, well, so not open, low E with the D, the G, and the B. So we've got that played first, these three plays next, so it's the D, the G, and the B, and we've got and a hit, and then we're going to play E, D, and then G with B, E, D, G with B, back to the D, so we've got and another hit. So we've got, then we're going to go to the A, but this time we're going to play with the bar on the 5th fret, that first finger, and our fourth finger on the 7th fret of the high E. So you've got, and we're going to play this. So that's going to be A, and then you're going to play G, B, and E. And then we're going to move down to this shape, which is with your first finger on the 4th fret of the B, middle finger on the 5th fret of the G, and your your third finger on the 5th fret of the high E. So we go. And we're going to play A, G, B, and E. Okay, so that's with your first finger on the 4th fret of the B, your second finger on the 5th fret of the G, and your third finger on the 5th fret of the high E. And we're breaking that down to A, G with your right hand, B and E with your right hand, back to G. Okay, and just to mention, there's a percussive hit in between. We've got, okay. So far from the hammer on, we've got then we're going to end on a hit with A and then the 5th fret of the G. So we're going to play. Which is what we've already learned, and then we're going to finally finish on the B7. So this last section, we've got a B, the top part of the B7 with our second finger on the 2nd fret of the A, first finger on the 1st fret of the D, and our third finger on the 2nd fret of the G, and we've got this. So we've got the A and the G and the B together, and followed by a percussive hit. And then we've got D, G, B, G, hit, A, followed by G and B. So we've got hit, D, G, B, G, hit, A, G and B. So I'll play that very slowly for you. You've got so really slowly. Then it's just back into the E. Just starts again. Okay guys, well thanks very much for staying tuned to this channel, and I hope to bring you a lot more lessons in the future. If you need to rewind this lesson at any stage, feel free to do so. If you've got any questions, just ask me in the comments, and if you've got any requests, also let me know. So keep rocking, and I'll see you on another lesson sometime soon. Take care guys.